seeing their reaction to that first text is just something we didn't want to shy away from.
So I am super excited for everyone to see season 2. We are picking this season right up where we left off with a mysterious text. How is the Murder Club going to hold up under the pressure?
It's not going to be easy. They kind of have a few things really bearing down on them. They have the guilt and fear over what they did on Halloween, and then this added fear of someone knows, and having no idea what that's going to mean. What is this person going to want from them? How dangerous is this person? So there's a lot of pressure, and then there's the obvious other questions, like can they trust each other? They don't know each other that well. Like, they kind of just started being friends, and they're definitely nervous about like if someone's going to crack.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the way that you ended the first season and then pick it up, right, that really just launches the second season into the tension. How was that decision made? Was that kind of a no-brainer, or was that something that was really thought about?
Yeah, we knew that we needed to pick up pretty quickly after the end of the season, because I think seeing their reaction to that first text is just something we didn't want to shy away from. We in the writers' room, we batted around a couple different, like, do we pick up a few days later? Do we pick up a few weeks later? Do we pick up a few minutes later? And ultimately we just decided it's too exciting not to pick up a few minutes later.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. This whole second season, how was it for you and the rest of the writers really getting to take your own creative journey off with these characters that we've now met?
It was so much fun. I mean, I obviously love the book. I'm the biggest fan of the book. It was such a gift to sort of have this really solid, exciting mystery as the backbone of season 1. But it's been fun to grow up with the kids a little this season, to say, they've been through a crazy trauma that's going to change them. Things are going to get a little darker. And yeah, it's been fun to have the freedom to kind of put them through the ringer a little more.
Yeah. Was there anything that you explored this season that you didn't really get into in the first season? You were like, oh, good, we really get to dig in on this now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think across the board for all of them, looking at the end of the first season, they have all kind of been forced to be honest about who they are, and what the aftermath of that means, like how your friendships change and how your relationships with your family changes when you've sort of said to the world, this is who I really am. Digging deeper on that was something we were all really excited about. And pulling Janae into the group and getting to know Janae better, and, digging deeper into Janae's friendship with Addy, and was really fun. And, Janae is exploring their gender identity this season, which was, I think, a great and important story to tell. So yeah, those are some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and kind of having this new journey, but still having One of Us Is Next out there. Did you pull in anything from that book into the second season, or do you have any plans to do anything with that in the future?
We actually didn't. I love One of Us Is Next. But that book jumps forward a few years. It picks up with a whole different cast of characters. And I really wanted to stick with the characters we know, see what happens in the rest of their senior year of high school. So, I think there's just more Bayview content for the world to ingest.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got 2 new characters who are coming in too. We've got Jake's brother, this new girl, Fiona. What can you tell us about them and how they kind of fit into the puzzle?
Yeah. So Jake's brother is, he's home from college because his family is really reeling from the disappearance, or what they think is the disappearance, of his brother. And he's desperate to find his brother, and also pretty suspicious of kind of everyone around him. Like isn't sure he believes the official narrative from the police, and just really wants closure and really wants to know the truth. And Fiona is a character that we actually saw for a split second in the pilot in season 1. Simon drops an about her, saying that she stabbed her English teacher on the first day of school at her old school and is transferred into Bayview.
Right.
And we sort of, all for good reason, we forget about her in season 1. And so we pull her back in season 2, and she has some sort of surprising interactions with Murder Club, specifically Nate. And we start to get to the bottom of who she really is and what she did at her old school as well.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait for everyone to see the second season. It's so much fun, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you. You too.